Hey everybody, Matt Johnson here. We are back with another live episode of Real Estate Uncensored, as always, joined by the junior grandmaster himself in the co-pilot seat, Greg McDaniel. Greg, what is up today?
Matt, good afternoon to you, my friend. As always, you and I have so much fun bantering back and forth. And, I always try to mess Matt up, and I almost got him that time. I got
Yeah,
so close, but he,
you were
he
very
held
close.
he held it together like a true pro.
That's right.
No,
And
we got, huh?
what are we talking about today, Greg? I was just about to tell the people, but I think you were about to let people know what the topic of our episode is today.
We hang out way too much, apparently, because I actually was.
That's what I thought.
We got some really cool stuff, guys. Really, really cool stuff. But since Matt wants to introduce it, I'll let Matt introduce it. Matt, you can
Oh,
introduce it.
we're
I
talking
wouldn't
about
steal your, I wouldn't
open
steal your thunder.
houses. We're talking about open houses. So this is how to run a high-tech, high-touch open house in your farm area. So this is all
Yeah.
about, as we're continuing on with the theme for November, which is farming, right?
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about how to use open houses because there's such a powerful way to get into your farm, like physically into your farm, meet actual real life, we hope, human beings that live in your
Breathe
farm
option.
area. Yeah, so if you're going to farm, I mean, open houses are incredible because what might be under normal circumstances when you're doing an open house in, say, some far-flung suburb, you might not want those neighbors as your clients, right? If you're listing a
Mhm.
home that's 100 grand below the homes that you want to list, why would you go do an open house in that area? You're going to pull in a bunch of clients you don't want. But if you
Right.
can do open houses in your farm area, all the better. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We've got a question from the Lead Gen Scripts and Objections Facebook group to get to first, but before we jump into that, we want to give out some shout outs. So I'll handle the vendor shout outs first. Number one, thank you to Viral Marketing, as always, for cutting a check with cold hard cash to make hangouts and podcasts like these happen. And then if you want to generate internet buyer leads, get in touch with Greg, and he will hook you up with Pierce, who runs Equity, which is an internet buyer lead generation company. It's super affordable. It's great for agents if you're just a solo agent and you need to generate 8 to 10 leads a month, solid leads that you can follow up with to close about one deal every month to every month and a half. So it's great for that level. As always, if you're watching this on the replay version, make sure to subscribe right here on YouTube. If you like the audio version nestled right here in your earbuds, head on over to iTunes or Stitcher and subscribe there. So now what other, Greg, you handled the personal shout-outs portion of our
I
little
I
episodes?
do. I
Yeah.
do. I do. I do. So guys, you guys are all ridiculously awesome. Those of you who take my challenge, I love, 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 love talking with you guys. Okay, last night, Joyce, you are an absolute, going to be a rock star. Joyce and I had an hour opportunity to talk for an hour and a half last night, guys. She had a bummer. She had a real shitty last 2 weeks. Let's put it that way. I mean, it was hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. Guys, by the end of the call, she was jumping out of her skin. She was ready to kick ass, take names, wash, repeat, and do it again tomorrow. She called me this morning. We were already talking about a deal that we might be able to do together on a vineyard. So you know what, Joyce, you're an amazing woman, and I see wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things for you. Scott, dude, Florida, what up, player? If you're listening, I hope you're doing well today. It was so cool to get some time with you. I look forward to talking to you again. And dude, remember, do not buy just the single line mojo. Buy the triple line. Go all the way in on this thing. Get it done. Use your time effectively. I can help you with that system and then show you how I use it to make it even better. Melissa, as always, my friend, thank you for hitting me up on LinkedIn. Melissa hit us up with, I've been chatting with her for a while, Matt, but she hit us up today. And she has an idea for a new show for us. She wants to talk about how to market to, where the hell is it? If I can actually find it. Oh, there it is. There you go. Luxury listings and how to market to them differently than others.
Mm.
I think we've done something about that, but we
We
can go
did.
back.
We did. A little
That's
bit,
what I
yeah.
thought.
We talked a little bit about that, but yeah, we can do another episode on that, definitely.
And last but not least, Nicole, just got an email from you. Thank you for your super kind words about our content on our YouTube page. Matt and I are going to review, and we would love to try the free pro version of your system. And oh, Matt, you don't know this, man.
What?
What? I don't know something? This is bullshit.
That's right.
I know everything. I'm the Matt Johnson.
I don't believe that. Anyway, I do believe you're holding something out on me that we did not get a chance to talk about, because if anyone knows the two of us or has heard us talk about this, we do require about 20 minutes of BSing time before we get anything productive done. We only had about 12 minutes before we went live on the air today. So we have 8 minutes of BSing to do, Greg.
So you guys get to hear our BS.
That's right.
No, I was talking. You son of a biscuit face. Where are you, man? I'm looking through my emails here really quickly. I want to share this with you. Jesse Garcia was talking to me. Dude, Pipeline Wizard. Any of you guys that don't know what Pipeline Wizard is, it is really, 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 really cool system. They're about ready to roll out a free Office version where the Office can compete against each other. And really. So I'm going to break it out for Rockcliffe. But if you guys don't know this, dude, this system is so cool. So cool. And if you have Bob in the other office who you've been itching to kick at his ass for the last couple of years, and you just needed a way to do it, this is now your way to do it. Go challenge Bob. Say, hey, Bob, I think I can prospect better than you. Of course, if he's a top agent, you can say you're full of it and say, okay, let's put your money on the table. Let's see what happens. Then just knock him down and take his $20. That'd be fun.
Okay. Interesting.
Anyways, that's my announcements. There's my shout out. Okay. You guys are amazing. I love talking to you. Hey, but before we get into the content, Matt, what do we have to do? Give out my phone number. Of course. Right. Guys, call me. I double dog dare you. Challenge. See if it's my real number. 925-915-1978. Call me, text me, let's talk. Let me see what I can do to help you grow your business. So,
and what do we ask in return for that, Greg?
Guys, we only ask a very, very small, modest $1,000. No, I'm kidding. What we ask is actually something very easy for you guys. We just ask you to tell all of your friends about our podcast. That's how we grow. Tell them about our YouTube channel. Subscribe. Give us a 5-star review. Get us in front of your managers. Get permission to let us send our emails out to your brokerage whole. Just
or if
help
you want
us
to come speak at your brokerage.
Yeah, our Real Estate Uncensored live series we're going to roll out in 2016. Coming to an office near you. No, really, no BS. We really are going to start doing that. We're going to start taking booking dates. Call us for the details on that, guys. We can come. We can get out of these boxes you see us in every day. Real live backgrounds. And we'll come talk about subject matters that will help you grow your brokerage, your business in your hometown. So.
Yep. Speaking of which, so we do have a question from the Lead Gen Scripts and Objections Facebook group I wanted to bring up, because this is in, shall we say, your area of expertise, Greg. It's about circle prospecting. Okay. So I got a kick out of this one. I mentioned it to Greg beforehand. But he had his response. Let's just say he's heard this a few times, because it was what Adam Carolla might call chambered. It was it was locked and ready to go. So Richard Pollard asked, what funny comebacks do you have when you're circle prospecting and the owner says they're going to die in their house?
Well, all right, Matt, let's role play this before, guys, because you all know I've done a crap ton of phone calls, and of course you hear this. I'm going out feet first. I'm going out in the pine box. They're burying me in the backyard. I'm going to die here, and all other morbid versions of that. And so, okay. With this response, you have to have a good relationship with the person on the other end of the phone. Not like they're your aunt or your best friend's sister. Like just a good camaraderie. I mean, you guys are getting along. It's not a negative conversation, right? So, Matt, ask me the question of, pose a question to me. You say you're going to die there.
Okay. Yeah, Greg, I've been here for so long, they'll probably have to carry me out in a pine box.
Okay. Well, and guys, say this with a big smile on your face. Really? Matt, well, do you happen to know when that might be? And then just stay dead silent. I guarantee you, if you do that and if you hit it right, they will laugh. But if you hit it wrong, you might get hung up on.
It depends on whether they have like stage 4 cancer or something like that.
Oh, yeah, God. They have bone cancer. They're just going into hospice. So you might, is that going to happen anytime?
I wouldn't recommend using that if you sense like a weakness. Like if they're not too strong vocally on the phone, if they've been coughing a lot throughout the phone call. Yeah. Only if it sounds like it's somebody that's. I can totally see that working on somebody who's like a a guy like retired or semi-retired old, guy in their 50s or 60s, they're still, they're feisty, right? That's usually
Yeah.
why they say something like that. They're old and they're kicking. They're still
Yeah.
mowing their lawns and re-roofing their house. So they would get a kick out of a comment like that.
Shit,
So
man, I don't even re-roof my own house, and I'm 36. If they're doing it at 65, they're a leg up on me.
that's right. Hey,
All
that was
right.
my grandpa. He was up on the roof at like 80.
Oh, jeez,
All right.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
All
he
right,
was a different breed. So we have run the gamut. We've talked about a lot of stuff. So you want to get into open houses?
I think for our listeners' sakes, yeah, I think we should, buddy.
Okay. So let's start with the high tech end, right? So we've done a whole episode on just in general, like how to run an open house and all of the different systems and all the different ideas. There's a whole hour-long episode you can find on our YouTube channel called How to Run a High-Tech, High-Touch Open House. We're going to pull kind of the best ideas that came out of that episode, and then also, Greg, when we did that episode, actually, like we did not really know about Periscope and Blab at that time. This was a while back, and so when I was kind of going through the notes and preparing for this, one of the things that I noticed was that we had the idea like for a virtual open house, and at the time we were talking about like FaceTime and Google Hangouts and stuff like that. But dude, how much easier would it be just to go on Periscope real quick or go on Blab and do a virtual open house?
Yeah, no, you guys, seriously, do a preset time on Meerkat if you don't want to pre-plan a post like that you can email out to your clientele or your friends and family about seeing the home, or to your clients who might be out of town. Just go straight to Periscope. Give it a good, sexy, strong name, something that someone will want to come click on, like come see this luxury home, from the inside or something like that, right? And then go live, give it a few seconds, wait for people to get onto this thing, and then start recording, talking, interacting with the people as they interact with you. Go through the different home, move slowly. Don't be jerky like this, because then the camera can't keep up. But slowly walk through. Again, it is critical to get permission from your sellers to do this, because if they have young children, or if they have photos in the home of the family that they're sensitive about, or anything else, be very sure that you have written permission in the email to do a live international video streaming conversation of their home. Now, the upside on that, if they're kind of tentative about it, the fact is that those streams on Periscope only live for 24 hours. So you can take it and then you can push it out. Let's say you want to do a promo like that day, or someone just say, hey, you missed the open house, but we're taking offers on Monday at 5. You can't make it until Monday at noon. Hey, here's what the house is going to look like, so you know what you're getting yourself into if you want to make an offer. Or it's just a great way that you can take that link, share it on Facebook, tag your sellers in it, tag your team, tag everybody, so that it exponentially explodes. Guys, I'm doing this. When I started, I got about 300 to 400 views on my Facebook pages when I had videos. I am getting over 1,000 views per video now, because the viewers are out there. They're expecting to see this more and more, and they enjoy the content. But it's a hell of a way, because all of us are trying to get a hell of a way to get in front of people that are international. There's a lot of talk about people trying to get in front of the Chinese market who are coming over to spend the money. Well, guys, you can do it for free. Use some hashtags in there, enjoy it, be a little creative, and don't just do one. Maybe you do one Wednesday, just on the exterior of the home, teasing people, peering in the windows, again with permission, about what's going to be coming up on Sunday. And then you launch it on Sunday. Here it is. Or a Friday, you guys got one more day. Here's the dining room, or here's the master bedroom. Give me your thoughts. See how you can break it up?
Yeah, that's a great idea. We've never talked about that before, but I love that idea. Like doing different rooms, different levels, whatever the case is. But I mean, we're doing that with our own Hangouts, right? Like I'm going to start pulling out sections of our like highlight clips of our podcast episodes, so that we get more social media mileage out of every post or every episode.
Not the blooper reel, right?
Not the blooper reel. No.
The good stuff.
I'm talking about the good stuff, like taking out the best 2 minutes out of our podcast episodes and then being able to repost those to YouTube and then upload them directly to Facebook, so that people have something to share that starts playing immediately, that isn't a link to somewhere else. Because Facebook, for whatever reason, they started treating links to YouTube very badly about a year ago. So they look like crap. It used to be you could just grab a link to YouTube, dump it into Facebook, and it created this really nice screenshot that carried over from YouTube, and it looked good and it made you want to click it. Facebook took all that away because they want to promote video uploaded straight to Facebook. So now that's the best way to get your videos seen. So
Yeah, they view it as their content, and that's why my views, because I upload my video that I shoot with this handy dandy little guy right here. I shoot that and I upload it directly to Facebook. It comes in crystal clear. It stays at the top. But another thing, Matt, let's say you could use iMovie if you have an iPhone to make it a really nice, if you wanted to make it a really nice, like a movie trailer, like a coming soon, like music and clips and the whole nine, you can do it on iMovie. If you want to do another free version, but you don't have an iPhone, you can use Animoto. That's another free service, and there's a paid side of it as well if you want to kind of spoof it up. Now, Animoto, what you do is you take still photos of different aspects of the house. So now if you have high res photos already done, you don't have to go reshoot the house. You just select the ones you want, upload them to Animoto. I think there's like 7 or 12 that you can use. Then they have a huge library of music that you can select from, and from every genre. And then it will automatically, its algorithm automatically put together a slideshow of the home as a promo with music that you have selected, if you want to do that as well. So
nice.
There's multiple different ways you can do this. Depends on your flavor and your style.
Yeah. Okay. So we talked about virtual open houses, native video for Facebook, capturing video footage. One of the things you can do with that.
Wait a minute.
By capturing, what's up?
I totally forgot. So we're still talking about video, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Then I won't interrupt you. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was going to bring up an idea that you had the last time we did this episode, which was to take video of the high point of the open house where you have the most traffic coming through to show the seller client. Which is a great seller retention tool. It shows that you're doing your job of marketing. It shows how many shows success basically of how many people that are coming through and yada yada. So that's just a quick idea for that, which makes you look really good to your sellers and helps generate referrals.
Yeah, I actually totally forgot about that. I could have used that over at my property in South Walnut Creek the other day. It was a freaking madhouse, man. I was literally just directing traffic, like, go this way, go that way. But the reason I'm bringing this up, guys, and of course, I'm an agent too, so I just dropped the ball on this one. But when you go door knocking around the neighborhood the week before the open house you're doing, bring your iPhone or whatever phone you're going to use. Invite the neighbors, but when you get a good rapport going, say, excuse me, hey, Matt, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. You know what? Would you mind if I just do like a quick 30-second video view of why you love the neighborhood so I can answer the questions and help you get a good family in next door or in the area? Because then you ask Matt, like, so Matt, tell me, how long have you lived here? I lived here for 38 years. Matt, did you raise your family here? Yes, I raised my 3 daughters here. Great. What's your favorite aspect about the neighborhood? Oh, I love the fact we get together every 4th of July for a huge party. We block off the streets. It's a huge thing, and we have barbecues out, and it's just a great time. Great. Thank you so much, Matt. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you hope to see you around. Boom. It's 30 seconds. It's short, sweet, to the point. Come up with the questions yourself, because you're going to get the question from people from out of the town. Well, is it a good neighborhood? And you're sitting there going, yeah, of course it's a good neighborhood. They're going, but it's $1 million. Yeah, that's a lot of money. You're like, yeah, I know it's a lot of money, and you're sitting there going, just buy the freaking house, asshole. I need a permission. No, but it gives you an opportunity to just showcase from a third party's point of view why someone would want to buy the home. And even if you're a little overpriced, guys, this is a really good opportunity, because if someone's on that fence, like, should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not? And then they hear from 2 or 3 people going, this is the greatest neighborhood, great neighbors, no crime, angels land here, when they come down from heaven, all kinds of things like that.
Okay. Angels land. All right. We live next to Mount Olive. Okay. So let's talk about just another quick couple of tech tips that you brought up in the past that are a good refresher reminder for people. So you want to have something to give away at the open house, right? Some details on the neighborhood and stuff like that. So, Greg, what are your favorite sources for quick and easy places to get information on the neighborhoods that you can then dump into a giveaway, some sort of printout, or whatever the case is?
Neighborhoodscout.com. Go there, put in the address. It'll give you a breakdown of schools, crime, overall demographics, how that neighborhood competes with the rest of the state, the city, and the country when it comes to affordability, crime, so on and so forth. Copy, paste, put on the back of your home flyer, guys. Ooh, I just came up with this idea. Why have I not been doing this? Take that and put it on the back of the flyer on the signpost. Now people can read about it right then and there. They won't have to do any hunting and pecking on this thing. You are now the resource of good information.
So we're talking about the flyer that goes into the signpost outside the home. You've got the house flyer on the front. You're talking about taking the neighborhood scout information, just literally printing it on the back of that flyer that's available to them outside the home.
Yeah. So this is the house flyer, right? No,
Okay.
Not really. This is a cute county sheet, but yeah, 50% of your real estate on this sheet is white. You're wasting 50% of your real estate, right? So if you're able to take all you guys on iTunes, sorry, you can't see this. But you have this side, and then, oh my God, look at this. You have information on the back side too.
All right, cool. I like that.
I'm glad I got your approval.
That's easy. Well, yeah. Now we'll see how many agents can figure out double-sided printing. I, for one, would just print 2 sheets and staple them together.
That's why you do talk to your office administrator and be like, make the big printer thing work.
I fight technology every day, and I would not want to having a date with the printer for any. That sounds like the most horrible death imaginable. Okay.
It's like a horror movie in the making in an office setting.
Well, yeah, either that or it's the prelude to that scene in Office Space where they all take the printer out and beat it to death with bats. Yeah,
one of my favorite scenes, by the way.
Yeah, it's great. All right, so let's talk about HighTouch. So let's get out and meet some people in your farm, right? So
let's go get touchy.
Let's get touchy-feely. So one of the best ideas that that I like that you guys do on your team, Greg, is the idea of having this like neighbors-only type open house, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a neighbor only VIP neighbors only open house would take place from 12 till 1. All right, because the average Joe out in the public will only know that it starts at 1, right? But if you make it exclusively just for the neighborhood, and if you want to kick it up a notch, and just for that hour, you'll have it catered with maybe a light snacks or some coffee. I know Matt would come running if he heard coffee was being served.
I haven't had enough today, so I can't laugh too hard. Yeah, because I have not had enough caffeine in my body today.
So you have too much blood running through your coffee stream?
Blood running through my alcohol content? Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Greg. I replaced my coffee today with just Bailey's.
Hey, well, now you got to start to jump off from. Anyways,
having a good day. All right, so what are the ways that you would leverage that VIP neighbors only open house to either meet people in person, call people, advertise the open house, whatever the case is?
You would want to have it sponsored by a lender or someone in the insurance industry or someone that's a third-party vendor. If you even want to think more outside the box, maybe even get in a local gardener that you really think does well, or a local landscape architect, something that everyone might or would like to know. Shoot, guys, go out there and get a dog groomer or a mobile pet groomer or a mobile screen guy, something that has to pertain to their life or their home. Have it sponsored. It's a freaking phenomenal way for people to get in front of people who own houses and probably have pets. There is no reason to stay pigeonholed just with lenders. Cliche. Everybody does it. And honestly, do you really think the neighbors want to talk to your lender? No, they do not. But if there is an opportunity to have a 10% or 15% discount on the next mobile pet grooming service, yeah, shit, why not, right? I'll take your flyer, sure.
So basically partner up with somebody that has an incentive to meet the same people that you're going to meet. Somebody who wants to sell something into that neighborhood, which if it's, if you're working in a nice neighborhood and there's a good amount of turnover, home improvement companies are pretty no-brainer. So the only question is you got to approach one that's big enough to where they have some marketing dollars to spend and they understand the value of marketing, which is, can be tough to find sometimes. You find a lot of contractors that they run around like they're chickens with their head cut off. They don't know marketing at all. So those aren't always the best. But if you can find the right sweet spot, then yeah, home improvement companies are great, landscape companies, things like that. What about using that neighbors-only open house to meet other actual neighbors?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're able to bring value to them, you're there meeting the neighbors, talking about the neighborhood. Hey, yeah, Matt, I understand that you live across the street. How long have you been there? Guys, you do the fourth: family, occupation, recreation, and dreams, right? Use that on everybody. I don't know. I need to keep repeating that. It's just that's a staple. Just when you wake up in bed, you're gonna be like, okay, how am I gonna talk to my wife today? Oh, I can use the Ford script. No, just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me about your family. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Maybe people are remembering like that's the what is that? Is it the Chevy technique? Is it the Kia? What Kia? KIA? What is that? Oh, it's the Ford. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Ford.
well, one of the things that I guess what I'm getting at is that in order to like the neighbors only open house gives you this amazing incentive to go out there and actually door knock the neighborhood to get people to the neighbors only open house where you can meet them. You have to let them know that such a thing exists.
Door knocking, mailers,
so door knocking, mailers, calls, circle prospecting on Mojo and stuff like that. It gives you a great idea to do that kind of outreach to let them know that that exists. Then you can meet them. But even if you don't, even if they don't necessarily come to the open house, just the fact that you're contacting them, however you're contacting them, is showing success. You're listing their home. You're the professional. This is your area. You're the neighborhood expert. It does so much to position you the right way that you want to be positioned, right. And then allows you, as long as you're meeting them, either in person or on the phone, allows you to then ask for referrals or maybe buyers that might be looking to move into their same neighborhood because they just love it so much. It's such a great neighborhood.
It's such a great neighborhood.
It's fantastic.
Everybody loves their neighborhood for the most part. So you're going to find someone that's going to have a positive thing to say about it. Yeah. All you need is a few. And if you guys don't want to do the door knocking, you just want to do the mailers or the calls, so you're not going to get the videotape of the neighbor saying something positive about the area at their front door. Well, now you have captive audience at the home to do a group filming. Okay, guys. Well, hey, thanks for getting together. All right, so John, you, Matt, you, Becky, you, Phil, you. Thanks so much, guys. Boom, click.
Yeah.
Then you take that and you post it to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+, YouTube. You take it and you put it everywhere about the neighborhood, because it's all about leveraging every single part of your high tech and your high touch, putting them together. Like Matt was saying, we're going to take apart our videos and take little 2-minute segments. Why couldn't you do that with this, guys? Use iMovie and make a movie trailer. I mean, about your open house and experiences in the neighborhood. Maybe even go get some, standard stock footage of parks, dog parks, walking areas, community, whatever's, churches. I mean, anything around. But to put it together as a collage to show people, look, Matt, I know you're moving from, Indiana, but hey, check out all this stuff that's right around you. And if you can, include a screenshot of maybe like a shit. What's the name of that damn site? If it's walkable, if it's like if it shows you how far you have to walk to get to every shop.
Good question. I have no idea.
Shit. It's in my MLS. Hold on. I'll be right back. Whatever. I Googled it and it says Walking Dead cat.
Right. Well, naturally, that's the site. You heard it here first. Go to walkingdeadcat.com to find out where things are within walking distance of you.
Okay, well, we will put it in the show notes.
One thing I was thinking of while you find that, Greg, is if I were making circle prospecting calls or doing door knocks around my upcoming open house, and I knew that I was going to be doing a virtual open house, whatever form that takes, whether it's something that I edited together or whether it's something I was going to schedule a live version of, right? I would offer to send that to said neighbors. Like I would end off the interaction by saying, hey, I'm going to do like a video open house for anybody that can't make it. It's actually going to be recorded and it's going to be thrown up on YouTube. Would you like me to send you the link to that so that if you can't make it, you actually can still see the inside of the house? I know everybody's curious about what their neighbor's home looks like.
Yeah.
Great. Well, let me get your best email and I'll shoot you the link over. Great. Yeah.
Good stuff. Absolutely 100%. Forgot about that one. That's a really good one. And guys, the site is called Walk Score. You type in your address and it'll give you a score out of 1 out of 100 on how walkable your location is to multiple different things: shops, restaurants, bars, grocery stores, all kinds of stuff, parks. So take a look at it. It's pretty cool stuff.
Cool. Does it also rate like how walkable it is for zombies, like obstacles that might be in their way? Does it have anything to do with the Walking Dead cat?
No, it has nothing to do with the Walking Dead cat,
Shoot.
unfortunately. So I don't know if we can use the site.
All right,
Actually,
I'm gonna
use it
quit
anymore.
real estate. I'm gonna get into app development. I'm gonna make that app. It's going to be walkingdeadscore.com. It's going to show you how walkable your neighbor is for zombies.
Actually, honestly, that might actually work. If the federal government has a contingency plan for a mass zombie attack, which they really do, I think the app actually has some legs.
All right, good. All right, so that's all that I have as far as the notes that I wanted to go over for the HighTech and the HighTouch. So was there anything, Greg, that you wanted to throw in that we didn't get a chance to talk about yet?
Yes, guys, I'm going to share my screen with you. Remember, I've talked about the app called storyapp.com. And so if you guys on iTunes and Stitcher, go watch this on YouTube. And you guys will see what I am talking about. But this is my site for my storyapp.com. See, it's like storyapp.me/Greg McDaniel with whatever code they're giving me here. But I've associated my LinkedIn, my website, my YouTube, my Facebook. I have up here my contact information, my brokerage, my local address, my email address. I also have a kind of a breakdown of who I am, what I'm doing, got my photo, got my cover photo. And then every time I'm going to associate this with gregmcdaniel.com, which, yes, my father did buy. Thank you, Dad. How the hell do I stop sharing this thing?
Go on, green box. There we go.
Green box. Whew.
Yeah.
Again, technology is eluding us today, Matt. But that, guys, the reason why I like that so much is that it's interactive and it's progressive. When you meet people at the open houses and you hand them your business card, and you say, "Oh, hi, Matt, here's my business card," and you give it to them, guys, 97% chance that's going to be like, into the garbage. Who was that real estate agent guy? Was it a guy or a gal? I don't know. Who was it, honey?
Good Lord, that's about you can tell.
Yeah, well, the point is that okay, so let's say I meet Matt at an open house, right? And I'm like, he and I hit it off, and he's a buyer, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, what's your cell phone number? I'll text you over something." So I get on my handy dandy iPhone, and I'm like, boop. What I do when he gives me the number, I type in whatever URL address you want. So mine's gonna be gregmcdaniel.com. I send it to Matt. Matt goes, click on the link. All of a sudden, all of my contact information is dropped directly into his contacts, and I have his cell phone number.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
In case,
I like it.
In case they decided to give you a false number, those bastards.
That's right.
I would do that.
That's right. And then you do the old school trick of, like, when they tell you it's like it ends with 1293, you go, okay, and that was 1291, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, give me a wrong number.
That's right.
No. But yeah, that's my tech tip. That'll be my tech tip for today.
Tech tip of
Too many T's in a row there. Okay.
Cool.
So.
All right. Well, that was a nice for what we had to cover. I think we got it knocked out in a good solid 35 minutes. That's running low. That's running light for us.
5 minutes short. How can we fill these 5 minutes, Matt?
I know.
Oh, I know how.
Terrible.
What
do you got?
Again, guys, in all seriousness, Matt and I do joke around a lot because we love doing this and we get a kick out of entertaining both each other and you guys. But I would honestly ask you guys to please come on to the YouTube channel, like it, iTunes, Stitcher, give us a review, guys, give us a 5-star rating, tell all your friends that you think that this could maybe help them. Guys, we are literally high concentrated coaching and marketing built into one package that you don't have to pay for. And in today's day and age, and almost every day and age, real estate agents have two things severely lacking from their business when they get in or getting back into it. It's money and leads. Guys, we can help you find at least one of those pretty quickly, and that would be leads, just by watching us and getting our tips, and of course reaching out to me directly. We would love to see that. So 925-915-1978, Double Dog area. Call me, please. And I love you guys. I love seeing your success. It really makes my day. You know, I get really ramped up to talk to you guys, and I reserve the 6 o'clock hour every day to talk to you. So, just know that at 6 o'clock, Pacific Standard Time, I have an open slot to talk to someone. So don't puss out and pick up the damn phone and call me. Do you think that was threatening enough?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if anybody will take you up on it now. They might get grumpy, Greg, at 6 p.m.
No way, man. I'm happy.
Gotta make sure we give you like a banana before 6 p.m. Keep that blood sugar up.
Yeah, just snack, big fella.
That's right. Need to carry some hard candy in your pocket. All right, so let's send this baby home real quick. We'll give a quick shout out to our lovely and talented sponsors, Viral Marketing. As always, thank you for cutting a check and making hangouts and podcasts like these happen. And then also to Equity, who is run by Pierce, who also works out of the same office that Greg is in. That is a great internet buyer lead generation platform program that you can use. It's very inexpensive, very affordable even for a beginner or agent or somebody getting into a new market. So if you're anywhere in, especially in the Bay Area, but really anywhere in California, just talk to Greg, email Greg, give him a call, and he'll hook up with Pierce. And then always subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe on iTunes and Stitcher if you prefer the audio versions. So, and then Greg, your Twitter handle is?
Twitter handle is @McDaniel Systems. Guys, in the email, in the replay of this, there will be a link to the blab that Toby Salgado and I are going to be doing Friday at 10. Click it, watch us, follow us, talk to us, video with us, have fun, and joke with us, guys. We have a lot of fun on there. Toby and I have been doing it for 2 years, and we want to take it to you guys now. So, I cannot wait to talk to some of these people, Matt. I really got to be honest about that. This is going to be a great.
You do get excited. It's nice.
I do. I'm like,
you're very pleasant to talk to on the phone. I can vouch for that. We do it a lot.
It's not just the video that I'm nice on, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. All
right, man. Let's kick this bucket home.
All right, thank you so much, guys. We'll see you on Friday. We've got a big episode on Friday, actually, so I wanted to mention that real quick. So we're talking all about postcards and mailers, how to do it right, how not to screw it up, for crying out loud, and how to actually put strong, logical calls to action that get the people that get your postcards up off of the couch, away from the television, and over to their computers or telephones to reach out to you so that you can actually do something and you get results off of your postcards. So we've got a special guest, Chris Burnley. He is the CEO and founder of CoreFact, as well as a licensed agent there in the Bay Area. So he really knows his stuff. He knows exactly what the top agents around the country are doing with their postcard and mailer campaigns. Greg, you guys use them, so we're going to talk about like what works for you guys in the Bay Area, like how you're integrating your home value site with the postcards. The postcards are personalized in multiple ways to make them more impactful to the people that receive them. I mean, we've got a ton of stuff to cover. So that's going to be on Friday. So keep an eye out. You can actually go to the same exact site or the URL because we update that with every episode. So if you just go over to McDanielRealEstateSystems.com/live, you will always find the latest episode, whether it's ongoing or upcoming. That's where I always have the next one is there on that site, on that page. So cool. You ready for that one?
I'm ready for that one. I love Chris. I love his company. We've been with them since they just started out when they are literally cutting the postcards by hand. And guys, they have come so far from that point. And you know what? Just show up, and we'll show you the value, guys. It is next generation stuff. So we look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Thanks for telling a friend. Thanks for spreading the word. Thanks for sharing us on like Facebook and commenting on YouTube videos and all that good stuff that you guys do. Thank you very much. And we'll see everybody hopefully on Friday for that next big episode.
Yeah, guys. See you then.